So recently we've been taking a little bit of a break from all the cones talk, but there is one last thing that I really want to talk about, one big thing, and that is in-air accuracy. And I know I've seen a lot of your comments recently, you guys want more cones, so yes, this video is going to be all about cones, but more specifically, this video is going to be talking about how to maximize on your in-air accuracy and consistency and kind of the different factors that come into that and how you can again really maximize on the best in-air performance possible. If you haven't seen any of my past videos that do explain the way accuracy and aim assist work and this whole cones meme, I really do suggest that you look at some of my past videos talking about accuracy, and I'll link a few in the description, as the prior knowledge that we've gone over is going to be relevant in this video and videos going forward. To give the quickest possible summary on how accuracy works, accuracy is a few different elements. Accuracy to start is the likelihood of your bullet going completely straight, or what we call the error angle, the amount in which it cannot go completely straight and slightly deviate from being completely dead center every single time. And basically the accuracy cone of a weapon is the potential area where your bullet can deviate within in terms of its error angle. Your aim assist cone is the area in which, if your bullet does go within that, has the potential to make the bullet be aim assisted and deflect towards the target. There are different stages and levels of accuracy because as you fire a weapon without allowing it to get back to its initial starting accuracy, the accuracy cone will expand and your aim assist cone shrinks, meaning there's more potential area for your bullets to deviate to, and there's less chance that they're going to be aim assisted. This is the effect most commonly known in the community as bloom. Now that we have a very basic explanation out of the way, even though I do suggest you watch my other videos to get a more in-depth explanation on this, let's talk about in-air accuracy, and let's start by looking at our Incurs mod and its effects in comparison to normal in-air accuracy without an Incurs mod, and in reference, of course, to our accuracy on the ground. A basic Incurs mod while in ADS and not firing appears to make initial accuracy the same as it is on the ground, as far as we can tell at least, based on the information the crosshairs provide. And for those who don't know, on a hand cannon at least, the lines on the crosshair are representative of the accuracy cone, whereas the circle is representative of the aim assist cone. Since we can't ADS and fire while in third person and have the crosshairs visible, we'll use Hipfire as an indication of how accurate the weapon is and how it improves with different mods, perks, and abilities throughout this video. And I know that Hipfire typically isn't entirely truthful of ADS accuracy, but it's a good reference point and really the only reference point we have, and it's logical to say that most or anything having an effect on Hipfire is most likely going to have an effect on ADS and improve its accuracy as well. While firing from the hip and looking at our third shot for measurement, we can actually see that an Incurs mod alone is still noticeably less accurate than our third shot fired while grounded. So let's add on to this a little bit now. Let's talk about targeting perks, because targeting perks increase accuracy as well, and of course I have an entire video committed to breaking this down and showing the effects of these perks, so you can check that out if you like. I do recommend it. But basically, adding on enhanced hand cannon targeting and normal hand cannon targeting, stacking them, will have the third shot with in-air accuracy match that of the third shot while firing on the ground, where on the ground again we do not have any targeting perks active, and in the air we have our Incurs mod and different targeting perks. But we can take it even further than this. Now let's take our stack of targeting perks and our Incurs mod and add another accuracy boost of some sort on top of that, because adding on another accuracy boost through our weapons perks actually improves our in-air accuracy even further, because again, blanket accuracy boosts do apply to your in-air accuracy as well. Whenever something mentions improved accuracy, well, it's going to affect your in-air accuracy too. And using Not Forgotten's precision inherent accuracy boost as the easiest thing to show here, with double targeting in the Incurs mod, we can see the fourth shot in the air with Not Forgotten is actually still more accurate than the third shot on the ground. Again, on the ground being a vanilla hand cannon, not a precision archetype that gets an inherent accuracy boost with no targeting perks. Something you might be noticing now though, through the pictures and the gameplay, is that while you're airborne, the circular part of the crosshair shrinks. Once while you're in the air for the majority of the time, and even further at the peak of a hunter ability jump, or just during other ability jumps in the game. This is because there's not only a penalty to accuracy when you're in the air, but a penalty to aim assist as well, and that shrinks your aim assist cone and reduces the likelihood of your shots being aim assisted while you're in the air, so you have to really be on target. It was incredibly hard to tell and only really appeared as a very subtle difference in what I could tell in the crosshairs, but because there's a penalty to aim assist in the air, I think we can assume that improving aim assist on weapons or using higher aim assist weapons will give you improved air consistency. This is where mouse and keyboard differs. Mouse and keyboard doesn't appear to have any penalty to aim assist, at least with most hand cannons, with the exception of the last word. And we can see that the aim assist cone doesn't shrink at all while in the air with mouse and keyboard, and in the brief period where controller aim assist shrinks even more during ability jumps, mouse and keyboard doesn't appear to suffer much of a penalty either. There still seems to be some sort of a penalty maybe at that peak of the jump, maybe for accuracy because the crosshairs change to match that of the Hipfire crosshairs, but the aim assist cone doesn't appear to shrink nearly as much as controller or really at all in most cases. This means that mouse and keyboard effectively gets more aim assist while in the air, which also leads to more consistent ability and better performance from shots being able to land more often. We've learned from past videos that mouse and keyboard also gets higher accuracy, and the same holds true for in-air performance. We can of course see visibly less bloom, especially with the help of an Incurs mod, and of course with our knowledge of accuracy, higher accuracy also impacts how often the bullets go completely straight, and bullets going completely straight or with very little of an error angle means they are very much more likely to be aim assisted. So in a way, higher accuracy by proxy does mean more opportunity to be aim assisted far more regularly, or more of your shots more often being aim assisted. The takeaway here is that as an M&K player, the majority of the time you have a lot of freedom to utilize your character movement a lot more and that aerial space and maintain consistency the majority of the time while doing so, especially from adding on targeting mods, Incurs mods, and other accuracy bonuses on top of that. So you definitely want to do this as often as possible and master this, as I'm sure you could see the benefits from a lot of top tier players. For controller players, you're going to have to be a lot more exact with your aim because you're going to get less aim assist overall. Stacking targeting perks, Incurs mods, and accuracy boosts of any kind, and even aim assist boosts like moving target or high stability, which does stop the aim assist cone from shrinking when firing, is more important than ever to make sure you have the best opportunity to have consistent performance in the air and eliminate as much RNG as possible. But again, you're going to have to be really on point with your aim even with this, so make sure that you're taking your time and lining up your targets well. Now I wanted to quickly talk about special exotics and subclass abilities. We have Wings of Sacred Dawn, Heat Rises, and Lion Rampants as the main things that specifically mention in-air accuracy bonuses. Wings of Sacred Dawn give you increased in-air accuracy while ADSing, this is part of the effect of the perk, and they appear to grant more accuracy than an Incurs mod, but also stack with Incurs mods. Using the basic sniper crosshairs while in ADS, we can see that Wings of Sacred Dawn grants more accuracy than an Incurs mod, but when combined with an Incurs mod is just barely different from your ground accuracy while aiming down sights, at least for our initial accuracy. He Rises, on the other hand, appears to immediately grant an accuracy boost that makes your in-air accuracy pretty much one-to-one with your ground accuracy as far as I could tell. Lion Rampants appear to have a similar effect as an Incurs mod while hip firing specifically in the air, and allows hipfire to be similar to ADS accuracy. Lion Rampants are stackable with Incurs mods and other accuracy boosts, and of course stacks with hipfire grip weapons, and with a buff on the horizon for hipfire grip, this could be pretty interesting. Let's do a quick recap and kind of flowchart of maximizing your in-air accuracy and all the things you want to keep in mind. Firstly, you have your basic Incurs mod on your weapon. Secondly, you have your potential targeting perks to further increase your accuracy. Then you'll have your trait perks and intrinsic perks on your weapon that can provide some accuracy bonuses, like the precision archetype hand cannons as an example, or something with opening shot as an example. And finally, we have our exotic or subclass accuracy bonuses. This, of course, is like the things I mentioned: your Lucky Pants, Heat Rises, Wings of Sacred Dawn, or Lion Rampants, anything that has the potential to boost accuracy. What if I were to tell you, though, that it goes a bit beyond this and actually depends on your technique and timing on when you fire in the air, and how that could actually be dictating your accuracy as well? And I can tell you, I'm pretty positive that a lot of the top players know this and implement this themselves in their gameplay. At the peak of a hunter jump or during ability jumps, there is a point where your accuracy cone is either no longer visible with some weapon types like snipers, or with other weapons like hand cannons, you can actually see that they lose even more accuracy and suffer a very much more harsh aim assist penalty. This means that you effectively do not want to be shooting at the peak of a jump or at the peak of an ability jump, and you want to be shooting as you're falling. Shooting as you're falling is going to give yourself the least penalty possible to your aim assist as well as your accuracy. So again, don't shoot at the peak of your jump. Now, I thought I'd quickly go over what I think are the best accuracy boosting perks for each weapon for your in-air accuracy, and a lot of these perks are going to be ones you have a little bit more control of starting the gunfight with, considering a lot of the time when you jump and play vertically, you're usually initiating a challenge at that point. On auto weapons, auto rifles, and SMGs, I suggest dynamic sway reduction as the best, tap the trigger as another great option, and under pressure as an okay option. For precision weapons like snipers, hand cannons, and scouts, I recommend opening shot, as this is an incredible perk, especially on sniper rifles, but under pressure isn't bad either, and one of the only other options that you can start a gunfight with deterministically. Pulse rifles, to be honest, have the worst options of the bunch. You really just have under pressure as your best pick, and then you have opening shot, but I don't know if opening shot is the opening burst or just the opening bullet, so I'm not sure about the effectiveness of this. And for shotguns and fusions, you want either opening shot on shotguns to give you the best consistency for your shotgun shot while you're in the air, and tap the trigger for fusions. Although there is one single fusion that can get an opening shot, and it's from the Scourge of the Pass raid, I believe, so you can try that one out if you like. Anyways, guys, this has been my guide to all the cones and all the things you need to know about the cones to maximize your in-air cones, your in-air accuracy. So I hope this helped. I hope this improves your gameplay. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to see more content like this, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Drewskys. I stream pretty much every day. And as always, again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.